So about 6 years ago, I was wearing Nike Air Force Ones quite a bit, and it's a really comfortable sneaker and probably runs quite big as well. And it's obviously a classic silhouette. But what I found is they've so many sort of been released, similar to, I suppose, Jordan ones in particular, and Jordan twos in particular. There's so many sort of released, and I'm just not really too much of a fan of sort of wearing them. I feel like they're kind of played out a bit. I do, like I said, I do like the model. I do think it looks really nice on foot as well. And so this pair I've had for quite a few years now, and I've got them for retail. And it's basically the Air Force One, and they're calling it the LV8, which I think stands for level. I'm not sure, but basically it's the '07 version. And this one is called Peace, Love, and Swoosh. And this is probably one of the nicer ones that, in my opinion, that I've released. The reason why I say that is basically it's predominantly like a plain all white Air Force One, and that kind of basically nods to the classic colours and the way most people wear sort of Air Force Ones in the white colour. But what I like about this one is the swoosh has got this tumbled effect going onto it, and then also I like the the double that they have as well. And then also on the tongue you can see like it's got this kind of colour which is quite similar to the West Indies Nike Air Force Ones as well. And then also the insole as well has got kind of the mad pattern on it, a peace pattern on there with all the different colours. And what I really like about the pair is this embroidery on the heel. It's a small touch, it's kind of SB-ish as well, but you got like the peace symbol like done in this sort of embroidery, as you can sort of see there, and then it's got all the little colours popping inside that. And then you got the love, which is denoted in the heart, and then obviously the tick in swoosh. So the pair, that to me just basically sold it for me, and just really like that sort of detail on there, and it just looks really cool. And then this a nice touch as well, where the outsole they kind of left it minimum, and the only two things that they decided to paint is the two traction pods, and that's just again another cool feature that they did with it. And the Nike Air on the back is embroidered as well, so which is I think is normal for an Air Force One, and it's kind of made in this sort of nice leather material as well. You can probably see that. And all in all, it's just a cool trainer, and I kind of really like it. It's one of the only sort of Air Force Ones that I've seen that I actually sort of really like, and really sort of thought, this is a cool one. And it's, like I said, it's quite sort of plain in its approach as well. So here are the details for the Air Force One Low 07 LV8 Peace Love Swoosh. It comes in a white, university red, university gold and white colourway. And these have a polyurethane cupsole with a 3/4 length air unit in the heel and going towards the forefoot. And it's got all leather materials, and the price is £110. So with the comfort and sizing, I feel like Air Force Ones are more on the sort of medium to firm side. They have a bit of plushness to them and a bit of kind of give because of the air unit in there. But they still feel quite like a heavy shoe, because it was at the end of the day an 80s basketball sneaker. And I would say there isn't much support around the arch because it's quite sort of flat, similar to say a Jordan 1. And because the Air Force Ones are quite sort of have a thick midsole and outsole, they probably take around sort of 4 to 8 hours in my opinion sort of to soften and basically be sort of wearable. The fact that it's a low cut makes it a bit easier to rock quite quickly. So for me, true to size works with these. However, you could potentially go half a size down. Just depends on your foot shape and size, but I think if you don't have a very wide foot and you're kind of on the lower spectrum of the size range, then you can probably even go down half a size, because they do run big. And similar to like a Jordan 1, these have like a radial pattern on there, and they're really good grip, and because of the flat sole as well, it does work very well and has very sort of stable on foot. So with the look and style, I do like the all white colourway with like the hints of colour on there in the sort of heel area. And it's a good one to wear sort of all seasons, even though it's a white colourway. It's one of those ones where, because of the all sort of leather material and the thicker midsole, you can sort of rock these pretty much any time. And Air Force Ones are really good for wearing sort of casual and smart casual as well. Nowadays, I think it's one of those sneakers that's sort of accepted to be worn pretty much any time. And the black laces work in this, but you can also try sort of grey and sail and even white. So with the final thoughts, I really love the embroidered logos on this particular pair. It was really nice with the heart and the peace sign and the swoosh sign. It's quite sort of different, and didn't really see any other pairs like this. And the leather quality is very good as well, so it's not like amazing, but it's still good quality compared to sort of other Air Force Ones. And I do like just a simple colourway being an all-white sneaker. And with the look and style, I'll give the ratings for this one a 5 out of 5. It's just a really cool looking sneaker, and like I say, they kept it quite sort of simple, but just gave it that little bit of detail that kind of makes it pop. And the comfort is a 4 out of 5. I think they're more comfortable than Jordan 1s, and to me they feel a bit more plusher on foot. And the quality, I give that a 4 out of 5. It's one of those ones where it's not like peak leather, but it's still quite nice, you know, on foot, so I'm not going to give it too bad a score for that. And the price that you pay for an Air Force One is, you know, especially at that time, it's kind of £110, which is really good value, I think, for what you're getting with this particular sneaker. And overall, I give the score a 5 out of 5 for this one. It's like one of those ones that I think a lot of people sort of missed out on, and probably is one of those ones where I think it's quite sort of unique for an Air Force One. And there has been so many sort of released, but I think this is quite sort of unique in my opinion.